Hi, today I'm going to answer a few questions on some of the tools I was using the other day and about purchasing lathe and tools. So let's take a look at, first of all, at this thing I was using when I was making the wand the other day. A couple people had a question on what it is and how it works. So let me go ahead and show you what I use it for. Alright, so what it is here, it's a sanding sleeve. It's got a little bladder on here. You fill it up with air. You got a handle here. There's ball bearings in there. Hook this side up to your drill. Slide your sleeve on here and just hit it with the air and it inflates the bladder. So actually I did quite a few of these vanity mirrors and actually some wall mirrors too, and I took my router and used a round over a bit on it, but it was hard to sand in all these little spots here, so this thing worked out perfectly. The nice thing about this is you can deflate it just a little bit and make it soft to where it almost wraps around a little bit, which is really nice. But that's what it is. I picked it up at Grizzly quite a few years ago, and then the sleeves, they come from all the way from 100 grit on up to, I don't know, probably 600, maybe 400 though, I'm not sure. And I went online to look for it on Grizzly and I couldn't find it, but I'm sure they sell them. I just couldn't locate it, but that's what it is. Alright, I had a couple of questions about purchasing lathes and tools as well. I used the Delta 46460. It's a mini lathe. It's kind of limited to what you can do. What I do, it does 99% of the stuff, and I actually have a larger lathe if I want to do some bigger stuff. But it really depends on what you want to do. If you want to do basically bowl turning, you're going to want to get something bigger. It's only 12.5 inches over the bed, so you know, you get a bowl about that size and you're going to want to make bigger bowls, you know, soon after you get started. In between centers about maybe 16.5. So if you want to do some spindle turning, you're kind of limited there. They do make extensions, but it's probably just better to get a mid-size lathe if you wanted to do something like that. I think it was around $550 for the lathe. I love it. Everything works great. I've been very happy with it. Had it for about seven months now, I think. So for what I'm doing, love it. It's perfect for doing small boxes, pins, little stuff like that. And then I had another question about tools. I get all my tools from Woodcraft, but Woodcraft, Rockler, Craft Supplies, they all sell just quality tools. You're not going to be disappointed in basically anything you buy from there. Just the quality of steel depends on how well they'll hold an edge and how long the hold an edge is basically the only difference there. Just a basic set of tools, a bowl gouge, a roughing gouge, maybe a scraper, parting tool, skew chisel. That's really all you need to get started. I would just recommend saving up the money and buying a good quality tool first instead of going, you know, to someplace else and being very disappointed with just the quality of the tool and how well it'll keep an edge for you. So I would save up the money and buy a quality tool right off the bat. You're going to be so much happier and enjoy turning so much more. All right, I had one other question, and it was about the tenon. So when you're mounting something into your chuck, you want to taper it so like a dovetail. So it's thicker right here than it is on the inside here, so that your chuck actually has like a lip in it that grabs a hold of that. So you don't want it to be flat all the way across, or it's not going to have any support on the back side of it. So, and actually the other way around too, if you're making if you were making a tenon like a recess to expand it for doing a bowl or something, you want to taper that back a little bit so that this lip here comes out and it seats all the way across the material. So, but he had a question about this. So you want to taper it in like a dovetail. Just bring it slowly down. I'm doing some collaboration with a friend of mine. We're making some jewelry, so I'll put a link to the video here, and check that out. I'm using the automotive paint. We're just doing some fun stuff. So go ahead and check that out. And I'm uploading pictures always to Facebook too. But thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.